Gotta Weezy, we ready. We ready. My nigga, we ready. And we so squad. I come through like move, bitch. Get out the way before I pull his Glock out. Layup line. Dead in your face.
Hey, Colonel White.
Wild, nigga.
They came out the bleachers on us,
I pull it out and start busting in the crowd, nigga.
I tell you what though, like when this come on and you warming up and you by yourself in the layup line, how bad you feel when you smoke the layup? Like now I feel like it's cool to smoke the layup because you know you go through, you do a freaky crossover, do something astronomical, acrobatic, and you just blow the layup. But
Jelly fam.
Like you would feel so embarrassed with a sold out crowd and you smoked the layup back when we was warming up.
I mean, the level of embarrassment is super high. You know what I mean? I mean, it's something you could bounce back from because you got a whole game to prove yourself that was a fluke. But yeah, I feel you if you came Jelly fam through the middle and you smoked it, it's cool. But smoking and missing the layup is different.
Speak for yourself. I ain't had a whole game to prove shit. I was praying for a blowout so I can get in.
Hey, you got to get it where you fit in, fam.
Let's go up by 20 teams so I can get in there.
That's crazy.
But Shorty in the crowd, so you gotta, you gotta try to do something during layup line because it's the only time she really gonna see you.
Man, so speaking of that, like, obviously some years we hooped in high school, some years we didn't. So like, how real was it for you?
How long was you in high school? Motherfucker said some years we hooped, some years we did. How long was he there?
Man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
6-year senior, baby.
This motherfucker. I ain't Big Mac, motherfucker. You got me fucked up.
You in B lunch, motherfucker.
But nah, okay, so look. How real was it for the years that you didn't play? Like, how much did you put into, like, look, I got to get fresh because I'm about to walk this baseline and get all these bitches?
Well, like, I never played basketball. So freshman year when I tried for the team and I made it, that was a surprise to me because like basketball, I didn't give two fucks about basketball. So after I ain't make it after that, it was just whatever. But how much did I put into the outfit? I didn't because I was on the team. Goddamn it, this jersey was enough.
No, Johnny, I'm talking about when you was a sophomore, junior, senior.
Oh, sophomore year.
I'm saying, like, did you treat the game like you was about to go to the club now? You know what I'm saying?
Not every game. It'll have to be
fresh.
It'll have to be inner city games like.
So like the big games like C-Dub, Meadowdale. You was like, I'm getting.
Oh yeah,
fresh in this bitch
I
up.
definitely had to go get my finest Pele and Pepe. You know what I'm saying?
You had to get your biggest Jabot jeans.
You feel me? Get the biggest Jabot and get my biggest platinum FUBU, whatever. The fat form joints.
Shout out to Academics, man.
Like
whoever was the founder and creator of that, bruh, we appreciate y'all so much because without y'all, our homecomings and turnabouts wouldn't been shit.
He got another. He expanded on his brand. It's called PRPS Jeans now. Academics.
Oh, that's the same guy?
Yeah, same guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I spent for the big games. I spent extra time in AJ Wright to find the right. And TNT Fashions to find the right shit.
AJ Wright used to have your boy right.
You know what I'm saying?
No pun intended.
Like, you would look, like, for the big games, you wouldn't settle for the chaps.
Nah.
You would actually try to find the horse.
Yeah, you got to find the horse.
You try to find the horse for that one.
Nate, how did you feel? You know, you had to get fresh because you was running the mid-court, like, at least twice a game.
You know, I kept rock, so I was good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was a rock boy always.
You went through that little stint to where, like, if it wasn't Rockaware, you wasn't putting it on your body.
Big set of facts.
But I'm trying to figure out where did that level of loyalty come from?
How'd you get
It's
so
always
loyal
been a
to
whole
Jay-Z
fan,
and Ho?
man. I've always been a whole fan. So, Rockaware.
But this is like
whatever.
04. Like, why are you that big of a whole fan in 04?
I don't know.
Saying,
I mean,
like,
but you got to understand, I had
think
older
Fresh
brothers.
as Amiz that came out.
I had older brothers. So
Chingy was out.
no, we didn't listen to that.
Jake
bullshit.
Quan?
Right.
We didn't listen to that garbage. So I had older brothers, and they were big Jay-Z fans. So I've always grown up just listening to Ho.
So you just roll with it.
Yeah.
What you need?
Not that.
Oh,
motherfucker.
this shit? My bad.
But, okay, so, Nate, man, like, this how I always knew you was, like, the homie. Like, do you remember when, me, Johnny, and somebody else, I think Marlon, we all put in for your birthday gift?
Yeah.
Bro, we got you them fresh ass rock jeans with the copper R's on the back, with the matching shirt, and all that. That's because you the homie, dog.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Happy birthday.
I actually remember that.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pause. Go put them on right now. Go put the jeans on, fam.
He
Shit,
said, but do you
I
still
had-
have them?
Up until like, I've been getting this shit up. I
So
don't know when I gave it right,
back-
but yeah, that's all I used to buy.
you still got them?
No,
Oh,
hell
was it?
no.
So back in like the baggy jean era, right? So
Yeah.
y'all see this, on camera, but Nationwide is a slender dude. Was you buying 40s and 42s? in
No,
the baggy era?
hell no. The biggest I've ever bought was
30.
I used to buy 36 regularly,
And I was
but
way
like one
smaller.
time, yeah, I was. But one time, like I couldn't find no 36, so I bought a 38. So that's the biggest I went up to is a 38. And them motherfuckers big as fuck.
Motherfucker said he bought a 38 because that's all he could find. That's gold weight.
Hey.
That's gold for some of us. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Nigga trying to get to a 38.
That's all I can find.
You feel me?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? You get to a 38, you can buy shit from Target. Levi Strauss in this motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is real like shit to people. I
Facts.
never even thought about it like that, obviously, because I've always been a smaller dude.
Yeah, like 44 shoulder suit jackets, they everywhere.
Hey, they are, bro. Them 38s everywhere too.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to my mom for putting me in them over big ass suits when I was young. Funny thing was, look, you go to the store, they be like, the guy, it's an Asian dude up on either at not Hans, but what's the one spot
She
over
had
there?
you in a big ass suit, look like you ready to lead us in prayer.
Pretty much, bro. Like they always tell you a 40. Everybody that come there,
Reese.
you're a 40.
D-
You're a
Digger-
40. I ain't no
Deacon
motherfucking
Cartier.
40.
Deacon Cartier, go ahead. He got a selection.
Man, I had so many pinstripe shoes with the matching shoes, but
He was at Windows then.
Windows. That's exactly what I was
Yes.
thinking about. Windows and then Fifth Avenue on Salem, bro. That was
And
it
Henry's
towards
and
the
shit.
end. Exactly,
My
bro.
mom told me to go to Henry's last week. I said, man, I'm not buying nothing from there.
Nothing. Like, what do they have for me?
Steve Harvey suits all the way around.
But yeah, man. Shout out to European suits for getting us nice and tight in our later years.
Like the inseam is the thing that's most important now, but it's kind of like it's a kind of borderline uncomfortable. And I'll speak for all black people. The inseam ain't supposed to be that snug for us.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
man.
not with all this like the super tight European style. Like I put on like some straight legs, but I ain't going too skinny at all. I can't.
Speaking of skinnies
Nigga,
and stuff,
Nate still got his boot cut, so
speaking of skinnies, man, I've had. Okay, this is funny. So I went to the Columbus food truck festival this past weekend, and dude, so I tapped Jazz like, "Yo, you see my man's jeans?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm jealous," because they was skinny through the ankle, bro. I cannot wear jeans like that, because I got these Ray Allen calves. So it's like, bro,
you pulling up from 3?
bro,
You pulling up from 30?
at all times, straight like that. But it's just like, Nate could wear shit like that. But it's just like, sometimes that shit do be fresh when you got on like some Vans. The jeans is kind of tight through the ankle, not super tight, but tighter, and then you can roll them up, cuff them, boom, you good to go. But like that ain't even an option for your boy. So I gotta keep the somewhat skinny, but you gotta get the 34 length because it give you a little extra slack right there in the leg to where you could create a bunch to where it ain't just like you got on the legging.
That's where you got to throw in the rubber bands, though.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
You don't want the
bro.
rubber bands no more?
Nah, bro. I'm tired of my jeans smelling like hair salon.
Your shit smell like hair gold.
Shit smell like straight backs.
Yo,
Your shit smell like Irishes.
I was going straight to hair gold for my no limit chain.
He
said, I was definitely going to the hair store for my no limit chain.
No.
It's gonna last me a week or two.
No Limit Studios, what's up?
What's up? Like for real?
Can I speak
Like,
to P?
it was gonna last me to get through the Fly City Festival.
Fly City, man. Now we used to have a black culture. Now we got the African American cultural fest. Ain't the same, but honestly, man, the Black Culture Festival was always dope. But we kind of needed to progress from that because the stigma of it was a little ratchet.
Like, so here's the thing.
I ain't gonna lie. Only thing I missed, bro, was the wood sticks
What's it?
that you chew on.
I do
Those-
remember those. I
those
never had
shits-
one, but I do remember those.
Man, they were really.
I just remember when it's a festival for us. When you go to if you go to a carnival now, there's different tents set up, and you can buy merchandise from people. You can buy handcrafted shit. Shout out to people selling that shit on Etsy now. Shout out to Midwest Eclectic. But
They
I
ain't
just
paying us for no shout outs.
Hey, facts. But I just remember at the Black Cultural Festival, when you go to each tent to buy shit, it was shit for black people. That I thought that was dope. And I was only like 12 or 13 at that point when I was working them festivals. And you definitely had the soul food tent set up. But again, I was working the event, so I was getting free food at the trailer that I was working. And
So let me say this, or ask you this.
Hold on, I got to rant real quick.
Okay, get it out.
Because he had his own trailer set up, and on his trailer we start out selling shaved ice, which is the same as snow cones, and then we branched out to selling food on the grill. He would cook grilled chicken, burgers, whatever. He even created a vegan burger for somebody with just was nothing but peppers. And then one year he was like, "Look, I'm gonna let you set up the popcorn stand, sell the popcorn for $0.25. You keep everything you make." I'm taking this to mean that he didn't think I was going to make a lot of money. When I tell you that motherfuckers didn't want a break or didn't want 75 cents back when they gave me $1.
So they come through and be like, you be like, it's 25 cents. They're about here and just keep the change.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep the change or give me 4 bags. That's how it went. Keep the change or 4 bags. Keep the change or 4 bags. At the end of the night, off of quarter popcorn, I had $160, and he took $60 from me.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, what happened? You told me I was supposed to keep everything I made.
That's fucked up. Who is this?
I ain't gonna say his name, but because he know, y'all know, your fam definitely know.
Aw, man.
Your fam definitely know.
Taxes, B.
But I wasn't supposed to be charged no taxes.
That's fucked.
But I love him though because he put me in position to show me what being a business owner.
What Uncle Sam was.
What Uncle Sam was and being a business owner was. You got unexpected taxes.
Yeah, I mean he put you though in the hustler mode.
Hustle mode, because I was hustling my popcorn nigga for $0.25.
So look, what you said was it was really nice that they sold things that were for us by us.
Yes.
Kinda, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fubu. But shameless plug. But what about the Asian hats that we used to be buying?
It was definitely some cultural appropriation going on up in there too.
Hey.
Because we definitely had
Everybody had Asian hats over
we
their
definitely had
do-rags.
the Lord Raiden hats going on. Though.
Hey, bruh. Straight up, Mortal Kombat 5.
But that was more so to protect our melanin though. It was hot as fuck out there.
It was real steamy, bro. And honestly, what if they used to sell inside? Because you only be in there for you make one pass through there, but I don't even remember what they used to
Well,
sell
you was
in
only going through there to see. They had Sierra performing when she first came out, and Janet Jackson, and Bow Wow. Next,
No, not on the stage.
Oh.
Inside, there's a building.
The
up
Roundhouse,
hill.
I've never been in there.
You never been in there?
Not once.
See, I've been in there before, but
They
I just
was
don't remember
selling,
what the.
I think it was selling what do you call them?
Just more
ceramic
random.
dolls and shit like that.
Okay, maybe stuff like that. More random stuff.
Well, here's the thing. We definitely was some cultural appropriation going on up in there
100%.
to protect our melanin. So
Yeah.
we bought the hats. I think the worst thing that happened to that festival, and the worst thing that happened to the city that whole year though, was when we divided the city by neighborhoods. When Players University came out with those neighborhood shirts, which was a way to rep your neighborhood that you grew up in, but it divided the city. And I remember wearing my GVC shirt and seeing people who did not have a GVC shirt. I saw Otterbein, DVH,
View.
Five Oaks, and it just became a battle, a beef, because it was like, yo, I'm gonna prove that my neighborhood is more tougher than yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or more tough to be correct.
More tough.
Right.
Just tougher.
You know what I'm saying? It became a internal or a beef against neighborhoods that didn't need to be there. And I don't know, and I can't explain why we took those shirts to be that way. Like, those shirts weren't, the intention of those shirts weren't to put us against each other. But when we put them on, it was like, yo, I'm going to battle any neighborhood to prove that my shirt means more than yours.
Unfortunately, man, it was the crab in the bucket thing. Dick measuring contest, pretty much.
And then they tried to relaunch them, and they just didn't take. I'm happy they didn't take. I'm not happy that a black business failed, but I'm happy that they didn't take off, because I just remember what happened to
The
community.
first time.
The first time, right? It was just senseless fights, senseless crimes, and it destroyed the Black Culture Festival because people would meet up there to fight. And if you lost at that one, then we gonna meet at the JT Days and we gonna finish it there.
Bro, that's crazy, man. It was. See, now, growing up, some people look at it as, man, I grew up in this neighborhood and I like my mom's neighborhood, and it's like, bro, I swear it wasn't this bad.
It ain't his no more, Nate.
My mom's
right. He didn't disown it, bro.
Hey, overhand past that shit. But so yeah, I think growing up there, you used to think like, damn, did we grow up here? Like, was it this many drugs and this many condemned homes and things like that? And you look back like, no, it wasn't. Obviously, like the Black Culture Festival, we had that. We had JT Days. We had Fly City. All these things going on that were African American driven, as far as funding. And it's just like, unfortunately, a lot of that stuff not going on now. You know what I mean? And I think because of that, and a lot of the kids, they're not in these same communities. I don't see a lot of kids on the streets anymore. I don't see a lot of kids playing basketball and stuff like that.
Because they playing Fortnite.
I mean,
Facts.
that too. So, yeah, exactly. They got cell phones and they got Fortnite. And their parents, I think, I ain't going to say have less money, but I think in those neighborhoods they do. So therefore they can't afford the basketball rim or, extra shit.
He talking about Fortnite. We definitely was playing Crash Bandicoot in our days, though. Like,
But we was outside, too, though.
We was outside.
I mean, we
Playing
definitely-
curveball. Remember curveball?
Yeah, curveball, fucking scramble, tackle football in the street,
time
all
out,
that
time
shit.
out.
Did y'all play quarters?
Yeah, we play quarter. Hang on, before we get anything.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the ITO podcast. I
Oh.
go by the name Johnny Will.
This is Nationwide Nate.
Cartier King cashing in.
And as always, thank y'all for tuning into the Amateur Professionals. Quarters. I almost got killed playing quarters. Not by anybody on the street, but by my own dad. Quarters, dice. This is why I'm terrible at shooting craps, because I got caught on the corner playing craps and quarters, and Pops snatched me up off the corner, and I never looked back.
Man, your dad was a good one, but I swear my parents knew I was taking niggas out their J's on them dice, and they didn't even care. They'd be like, why do you have all these Jordans? I'm like, man, Mom, I borrowed them from a friend, and they'd be like, sure, okay, that's fine.
Hey.
But nah, bro, look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shooting dice funded the Olympic sevens in high school. It definitely funded the Cool Grades. No, the Cool Grades was in middle school. The Cool Grade 9s, though, definitely those black, white, and lime green 14s. Bro, like, all those shoes were purchased off straight cash and cats out. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all a quick story. Obviously, this
shit about to be long shit.
it's not, bro. It's between me and Al. So, we was shooting dice.
Nationwide is here too, y'all.
Yeah, he here. I don't know.
He ain't said shit, but he's with us.
Honestly, I think
I ain't got no stories, G.
Yeah, you got hella stories.
he retwisted, G,
I
and
just-
he just fresh
I just
over
found
there.
out a story before you got here about Nationwide. He ain't gonna share it on mic, but I told him I'm no longer going to tell him to grab a Uber to come where we at, because he's straight.
All right,
He's straight. He ain't shit. He's straight, bro.
All right, so look, real quick. Everybody know friend of the show, Catfish, aka Al. So, bruh, me and Al shooting dice in the back hallway right there by the concession stand before a basketball game. So we shooting dollars, bang. You know what I'm saying? Going. I think he told me I missed my point or something. It was an argument. Like, I'm like, bro, my point was 6. He's like, nigga, your point was 4. So we going back and forth. So I snatched the money off the ground. Like, this my shit. Like, bro, like, if you want to keep shooting, then let's go. But this is all me. So we started wrestling, bro. He done got me up out my Vocal cardigan, bro. So he got my cardigan. I got his dollar in his mind. So, bruh, we was about to fight over a fucking Vocal cardigan and $1. So what it came down to is I gave him back his dollar. I got my
Niggas
cardigan.
have been killed for less though.
Hey, but I don't even know how that dice game ended up. But shout out to LT, man. We better people because we were able to resolve that. It's 2 young men, and I appreciate you, bro.
And y'all come a long way because Al definitely will take it there if he needs to.
Man, yeah, he always has, like, he takes it to the next step when you weren't even thinking, like, that was okay.
Because he's super competitive.
Yeah, bro.
Love me, I'm just the god of everything else. I'll put holes in everything else.
That's how he feel about everything.
Fuck everything else. Supreme
You got flow.
But
So,
I'm open the floor nationwide. Do you want to share why I think you good on weekends? He ain't gonna say shit.
Nah, man, Matt came out, so I'll be on the sticks. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. All right, so shout out to the Black Excellence Award. We 20 minutes in, man. We got to talk about something. Black Excellence Award this week goes to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, the late, great Nipsey Hussle. Birthday was August 15th. Today is August 21st, so we want to get a Black Excellence Award to him because of what he practiced and what he preached. A lot of people don't practice and preach the same thing. He practiced ownership, and he preached ownership. So Black Excellence Awards goes to Nipsey Hussle. We miss you. We love you. R.I.P. to Nipsey, man. Hey, you put your imprint on the community. You're from I want to say Compton. He's from California. Crenshaw was the corner he was on. And even though he's from Crenshaw, it has transitioned and made its way all the way across the country, even to Ohio. So we kind of took your vision and your mission, and we kind of translating that ourselves in the best way we can of Black ownership. So shout out to Nipsey Hussle, Black Excellent. How's y'all summer going? Summer's coming to an end. Have y'all had a good summer? What would y'all rank y'all summer? We haven't. Well, me and Cartier haven't been to a pool party. You have. Nationwide.
I don't remember, so it don't
Party
count.
Nate.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't remember, so it don't count.
I really, at the end of the summers, I'm always disappointed in us that we don't take advantage of pools, and I don't know why we don't.
Well, that's because we don't have them here.
Well, as far as community, as far as like a community to where like a DJ is going to be at, and they're playing music, we got pools though.
I mean, okay, just like the fucking throw a kickback at a pool.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not just something we're.
Real loud.
Yeah,
so
you
back
shoot
up
all
on
into the
field.
mic and shit. But nah, I
Sorry
mean
about that.
that's something we haven't done, and that's something that we should make an effort to do next summer. I feel like we don't kick it as heavy as we probably should. Like the brunch thing, we don't do.
Oh, I'm a bruncher now. Y'all just don't be there, but I'll be at brunch.
So
I'll be at brunch.
When the last time you went?
2 weeks ago,
Where?
I went to Now I ain't gonna tell you because he gonna be mad at me.
You went to
Fix
Bar
it.
Louie.
I went to Bar Louie.
and then like the
Whoa.
only event we went to was all white party.
Nuns?
No, they wasn't there.
Bro, why you ain't call me? Look, I'm not even mad though. But
Well,
And the only event we went to was all white
I'm-
party. So
I'm-
like
I'm
we've
brunching
been
right now.
so like we gotta like kick it more, I guess. But
I'm telling on myself.
I don't
when said
remember.
was there 2
Like,
weeks
my
ago.
summer, like,
Nobody
came and
knows
went.
It was 2 weeks ago.
my summer came and went. I didn't do shit.
Fuck you, Nate. I don't fuck with you, bro, because you lying.
I didn't do shit all fucking summer.
You fucking
I didn't
lying.
do shit all summer.
You lying,
my shit
bro.
was whack.
Yo,
Like I'll
So-
take that back. I went to Charlotte.
a guy that ain't got to answer to nobody is answering to people.
I went to
You're a fucking
Charlotte.
liar.
I went to Charlotte for the summer. Like what I thought was about to be a turn up kicking vacation, but it ended up not being that. Like I was just kicking it in the crib with my mom. Went to see my brother. So I ended up not doing shit. It was just like a chill ass weekend. That was the highlight of my fucking summer.
Was a little homie there?
Yeah, Twan came with me. So, yeah, that was the highlight of my summer. A chill weekend. Out of date.
Man, I ain't fucking with Nate.
My summer was
He
whack,
lying,
bro.
man.
I'm dead ass.
All right, well, we're gonna have to liven your shit up.
Hey, we are gonna liven it up. I told him to move where I'm at because we done found a bar we gonna pay monthly.
Hey. Hey.
We just gonna pay monthly to them motherfuckers because they gonna get all our money anyway.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to talk to that manager and be like, look, bro, so how about we just do a weekly tab
Right.
and then
Or
every
something.
Friday I just tip on that. One big tip.
Because it's like, have my T-shirt ready because you know I'm coming here to get one.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking medium. My
Right.
man's in the large.
Right. I'm
We
coming
ready.
to get one.
Get our shit primed.
Whatever special it is, y'all got me sold.
Hey, bro, no laws with White Claws.
Whatever the vodka special is on Friday, just have it ready. Just pour it.
Pour it, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's cucumber, orange, or just plain.
The thing is, we lived next to this bar for so many years in college and never went in there.
It
And
was
now as
different.
adults, we like, yo, we ready to pay you weekly, monthly.
It was different though.
It was though,
It was
because I
different.
didn't think they wanted us in there. Number one, in college.
Yeah, but that was us being naive.
Yeah.
But you know, we went to a community college in Sinclair. A fucking super like on the campus college is Ohio State. In between party / that is UD. Wright State was a little commuter and a little bit of UD. So it was like we had just enough UD to have fun, but not enough to be Ohio State.
But that also shows the maturity in us though, because in college we were looking for a bar where the chicks in there had low standards and they just wanted to just drink and just end their night the same way we wanted to end our night. Now, more mature, we just want somewhere that's inexpensive to just get drunk. So it's like just let's go turn up.
And the music is good. And
you
you can
can
control the
control
music
it
there.
though.
It costs
That's the
money, but my $10 is worth the investment for that night.
I still feel like I got 5 more coins.
Check your balance, B. I got 24.
Did y'all see the chicken craze?
Your sandwich?
The chicken sandwich craze. This shows you social media runs the world.
It does. 100%.
I want to know if nationwide. Did you get a sandwich?
I haven't had a Popeye
Hiccups
sandwich
are
yet.
here, goddammit.
I
You
haven't
need
had
8 gulps of water.
What?
I haven't had a Popeye sandwich.
What a
Don't
Chick-fil-A.
plan to.
You,
Say
have
the
you
shit
had
again?
a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Say that
Yes,
shit
I
again?
eat Chick-fil-A all the time, every Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
Because I don't
It's
feel
just
like
your
cooking
thing?
because
He
of the
did
podcast.
have
Mm.
Chick-fil-A today.
Every Wednesday.
I seen that bag in there. I thought that was from last week.
Probably was. No, but literally, I eat it every Wednesday because I'm not cooking on podcast day. But no, I haven't had a Popeye sandwich.
Slow down.
But I'm not hyped
Is
beast
that
either.
because we're here? You want to cook for us?
No, I just
Excuse
don't cook on Wednesday, bro. You all right?
No.
Goddamn.
He like, I'm fucking dying. Y'all don't even give a shit.
Damn.
You got this.
Y'all don't even give a damn. I'm dying. That is wild. But you can't count on your homeboys at all.
Bro,
You
you were
live,
acting
man.
like you good, though. We just gonna assume you good.
No, I'm trying to figure out why Nationwide don't want to cook for us.
What you mean, G?
You cook every day except podcast day.
I try not to cook, bro. I'm so like burnt out of the shit. So
Burnt out.
yeah, if I
You just need to increase your palate.
if I didn't have Deuce, then I wouldn't cook at all.
Increase your palate.
No, I'm good. For what? I'm great. I don't need to
Oh,
eat all that
shit.
bullshit.
Bro,
Nigga, you dying, G.
Bro, you
Wow. Hiccups are crazy.
bro, you gotta get.
Y'all about to leave the
Oh,
show,
shit,
bro.
You need 8 gulps.
Huh?
8 gulps of water.
It's not 8 gulps in here.
Yes, there is. Little gulps. Together. No,
This-
no.
He's dying right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, y'all talk while I go
Oh
up there, Paul.
shit, bro. That's
Bruh.
Are we the
hey
are
man,
we
what's
the
going
drink-
on here,
are
man?
We the, are we the drink runner-ups?
We the champs. We just
We're doing bad right now.
All right, man. So let's get to this chicken conversation nationwide. So look, you haven't had it yet, right?
Popeyes, no.
Now, obviously, you know you've seen people post about it. You've seen mixed reviews. What have you heard most? Have you heard people think it hit or it's terrible?
I've heard people say it's okay. Like, it's not. I guess it doesn't live up to the hype or the fact that we should even be talking about this as a conversation or as a debate on social media.
Well, wait. What do you order when you go to Popeyes?
Probably like a 2-piece wing, 3-piece if I have him.
Wait. Time out, nigga. You
3-piece
ordering
meal.
2 wings?
No, 2-piece
Okay.
like dark thigh. What's that?
I thought you
thigh
said
and leg?
2-piece wings.
No,
I'm like, this
actually,
ain't churches
I
now.
do mix.
This is not church's chicken.
I do
2
mix.
wings are not about to do nothing.
So what?
I want a thigh and a wing.
Spicy?
Yeah, spicy, of course.
Wait, we not going to speed past that. You eat thighs?
Yes, that's the best.
Why the fuck you eat thighs?
Because
the
that's
best part of the chicken.
chicken. The breast is like I don't like breasts. They dry.
Okay, they're not dry, but it is a different kind of meat.
Man, every place I ain't got chicken from may be dry. Like I mean, if I cook it at home, it's gonna be great. But I haven't been to a place where it gave me a nice
Okay.
breast.
I see what you're saying.
You ever been somewhere and the fingernails are dirty?
I hope not. Shit, goddamn.
You need to order breasts from them. You gotta look at the fingernails. If their fingernails are fucking filthy, say I need breasts from you. Her name gotta be Gertrude.
Oh shit.
Gretchen.
Gretchen. But no, yeah, I haven't
Okay.
had that sandwich in like I don't care to have it, to be honest.
Shout out to him for saying sandwich too and not sandwich. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm anticipating the day I get to meet that sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that it's gonna be good because Juro has tasted it and he said it was slapping, and he showed me a picture. He sent it to me and it was good. I mean, it was good. It looked good. So I don't know. I definitely want to try it. I think I'm gonna get me one probably Friday early, like, you know, as soon as you get off of work type
See,
of
here's
shit.
the thing though. The sandwich been out though.
I know. I actually seen it because I only been to Popeye. I don't go to Popeyes that often. And I gotta talk y'all to something about restaurants coming to your area and then you don't actually go to them anymore. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. So I will give my review next show, next Wednesday. So be looking for that, everybody. Because it's gonna be truthful. I'm gonna give you some nice details and some photos and videos and all that shit. But so
It's go. You got the honest word. You got the honest word.
the honest word, bro.
Okay.
All right, look. So Popeyes, you know, we only had Gettysburg. I mean Salem. Gettysburg's gone. So
Gettysburg is still not the restaurant, but the street is still here.
I know that.
Okay.
It might as well be gone. It's on the west side, nigga.
Right.
But all right, look. So we had the one on Salem, and then they opened one in Springboro, and then we got the one in Kettering. So the one in Kettering is close to me. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know, I'm about to be going there all the time. But I never rarely go there because one time I went, I felt like I got sick because of it, and I'm not sure if that was it or not. Because what the fuck? I don't even remember what happened. And then Cane's moved here. I don't even eat that shit no more. Because I think
No.
I got food poisoning from it.
Well, once something moves to Dayton, it's no longer the same flavor.
I swear. See, but Cane's chicken was never, like, salted correctly, I would say.
No.
But I always hit it with a little bit of salt, and it's good. But I don't know. It's just feel like when you go out of town, man, you be geeked up to have it or something like that, you know? So it's just, I don't know.
I eat Cane's once a week.
Where you go?
Kettering.
Kettering.
The only one we got.
The Green?
Kettering? Yeah, the
That's
green.
Beaver Creek, man.
Yeah, Beaver
Okay,
Creek.
okay.
Right, true. Borderline of both, whatever.
It's the same.
But no, yeah, I eat that once a week for lunch. So I go on my lunch
But
break.
my thing is, the sandwich been out, but because social media said go get it, it became.
No, it was a genius marketing move by Popeyes.
But I
Genius
think
marketing move.
I think it also increased sales for Chick-fil-A
Possibly.
because
But-
you had to compare.
But possibly. No, I don't think so because, I mean, everyone had a Chick-fil-A sandwich at this point. So, and not many people, honestly, I didn't even know Popeyes had a sandwich. So it was a genius marketing move for them. And then you see Wendy's, jumping in on shit too. So, I mean, the battle
And
of
McDonald's.
other restaurants is funny, but I guess that's the day and age we live in now.
Speaking of fast food real quick, man, I try my hardest not to eat it just because I know, like, there's a lot of preservatives in it. And shit's just not all the way 100% what it's supposed to be. And we all know that. Like, what the fuck is a chicken nugget? All right, so if it's not from Chick-fil-A. So, like, I had a quarter pounder, bro, with bacon and cheese the other day.
Oh, you tripping? You trying to die?
I know, right? That's what I thought before I ate it. Man, I ate it, bruh. Man, my stomach wasn't hurting after. Shit was juicy. It was freshly cooked. And that cheese was melted. Nate, bro, I know you don't eat cheese, but you had to just,
Bro,
you gotta embrace that.
the only place I eat at it literally is chicken spots. Chick-fil-A, fucking
Lee's.
Cane's, Lee's. I ain't had no McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever else, other place,
Did he
McDonald's.
say McDonald's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, Wendy's,
I don't eat none of that shit. I ain't had
Burger
that shit so long.
King,
Burger King. None of that shit.
Burger King.
Burger King, Wild House.
Oh, shit. Nah, Waffle House still slap.
It's still slap, baby.
Hold up. All right, so I got a.
Ah,
So we can get into a damn topic. I'm sorry, y'all. What was this? 30 minutes? 30
Yeah,
minutes?
we all over the place. 30 minutes in, we all over the goddamn place.
So here's the first topic. Okay, it's back to
I
school
was
time.
joking about that.
What? Back to school topic?
Yeah, that topic. I was joking, but go ahead.
No. I love it.
no, this topic's dope.
Somebody may have to read it though. All right, so I'm gonna try to get through it. So
Let me read it. Let me
here's
read
it.
it.
Here's
bro.
it. You gotta hold it.
I got it. I got this. All right, so this is what it says. A man gave the mother of his child $600 for school supplies and school clothes, but the man has found out that his baby mother had split the money 3 ways with her other 2 kids that are not his. The man had found out and confronted her about it, but she had explained her reasons that her other 2 baby daddies didn't give her anything for their children. So it wouldn't be fair for one child to have nice things and the others didn't. What are you doing, man? The man was mad and told her that it's not his responsibility to look out for the other 2 kids that aren't his. Whose side are y'all on? So pretty much, break it down real quick as a summary. This baby mama got 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. One baby daddy gave $600 for his kid. She split the money amongst the other 2 kids that aren't his, and he pissed. So how y'all? Whose side y'all on? The mother or the father? Who, me? You want
Yes,
me
how
to
you
start? Okay, so I mean, first of all, he owed goof ass for giving her $600 cash in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It
Back
ain't.
to school? What can he give him for school for $600?
I go take that little motherfucker shopping myself. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
I'm aware she got 2 other kids, and if she done this, it's likely this ain't the first time.
But if you take him shopping, that $600 just became like $330
How, Sway?
because you spend another $370 on yourself.
That's right, but I might just spend $900.
Facts.
So, okay, but regardless of that, and my own shopping issues, yeah, I would have never even put her in a position to be able to do that. Obviously something happened because they're not together. You know what I mean anymore. That's just his baby mama. They not in a relationship no more. Yada yada. They just share a kid. They co-parenting. But so yeah, he shouldn't have never gave her the money in the first place. But say if you had to, like there was some reason why you had to, that time she didn't keep it for herself and she helped 2 other kids. You can almost look at it as like, you know, you did something good for the community. And it's even closer to you because these are other children by your baby mama and you've had some sort of love for her and affection or something or care about her. So that at that point, I feel like you just be like, look, I'm going to let this one slide, all right? But don't do that shit no more. Don't make this shit a habit, B.
Wait. We have someone on the panel that can speak to this. You know what I'm saying? So nationwide, go ahead, man.
Man, fuck them other kids.
He said,
Hey,
Fuck
in
them
the words
kids,
of
bruh.
Michael Jordan, fuck them kids.
wait. Well, all right. So explain though, like, so
I mean, because they're not. I mean, okay, it's a little. This discussion is a little nuanced. Like for example, if I was with you and your first kid was mine, and then we broke up, you had 2 after me. Fuck them kids. I'm sorry, they're not my responsibility. Don't be taking money that I gave you. Well, to shop for them. I'm sorry.
It
Not
be
trying
your
to be
own
rude.
people, bruh.
I'm not trying to be rude or
Now,
mean or
can I ask you a
disrespectful.
question?
But
like I hear you saying don't take the money and shop for other kids, and not to say that you're wrong. It sounds wrong to the ears when people are honest about a situation like this, but it doesn't mean that you're necessarily wrong all the way around. But the question I have is, has she taken your $600 and then followed up with you and said, hey, you gave me money for your son, but the other baby daddies didn't give me anything.
Fuck them kids.
Is it cool if I split this up to take this?
Fuck them kids.
Well, that would give you the option to then say fuck them kids, but at least the conversation was had.
I mean, I guess it would be more
Yeah, yeah,
respectful
yeah.
if she had that conversation, but no, I gave you $600 to shop for my son or daughter, or whatever. And the problem that I have with splitting the money up, because if you get someone $600 for a kid, let's say that's in first grade, that should be enough money to get you through at least the fall and winter.
Yeah.
So what happens if all of a sudden you split the money up, and then come November, our son need a coat, or our son or our daughter need a coat? Why didn't you incorporate that? Why didn't you buy that with that $600 I gave you? Don't come talking to me 3-4 months down the road talking about you need more money. So that's the problem I had with it. But I say it's nuanced though, because like I said, if we had a kid together first and then we broke up and you went to go have 2 more, I don't have any connection or relation to those kids. But let's say if I'm the third father and I spent time with these kids and you know, we got some type of relation and connection together, then I probably wouldn't have a problem with it at that point, because, you know, I at some point while we're together, we probably develop a bond. I probably develop a bond with those 2 kids. So I probably wouldn't have as big of a problem with her doing that versus if I didn't have a bond with the other 2.
So here's the thing. When you say, all right, don't use my $600 for the other kids, and you say fuck them kids, that just sound all the way wrong.
Fuck 'em.
But but again,
2 weeks in a row.
but I understand when you say fuck them kids, you're not saying literally fuck
Oh,
those
no,
children.
no,
You're just saying fuck the decision you made.
yeah.
But that's a mom being a mom. However, when you say a mom is being a mom and being resourceful for all of her children, is then taking the power out of a dad being a dad.
Well,
because when you're giving the $600, and that's why I wanted you to speak on it, because when you're giving the $600, you're not giving the $600 to go and buy a bunch of T-shirts for the winter. You're anticipating or a bunch of T-shirts for the summer. That $600 that you budgeted for is summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
So
for
when
sure.
you use that money and you distribute it amongst the kids, that's a mother being a mother to make sure all of her kids are good, which is, again, you know, I can't knock them, but it's just more so for a father. You're like, okay, I set this money aside to make sure my kid is straight from August to January.
At
And
least,
now,
yeah,
you know what I'm
at
saying?
least, you know
and
what I mean?
now he's not straight from August
Right.
to January, and I would at least like the conversation.
And like I said, it kind of sound harsh by me saying fuck them kids, but it
meant
is.
that.
It is harsh.
Michael
I-
Jordan said it first.
It is harsh to be honest, but like you said, you know, at the end of the day, my responsibility is to my blood. You know what I mean?
My thing is, I think a conversation is needed.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Like
you shouldn't just divvy up the $600 I
Yeah.
gave you without a combo.
For sure, that 100%. And I mean, it hopefully like Cartier said, if it was me, I'm going shopping for my own
Yeah.
kid. You know what I mean?
Especially if
Like,
you get that call like,
yeah.
yo, your son need a coat. You like, a coat? You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
happened to the, you know?
Yeah, so I'm
the
gonna go
bread I
shopping.
gave.
I'm gonna take care of all that shit myself. But I mean, unfortunately, man, it's I mean, that scenario plays out in reality all across the world. It's a lot of people
And
with
that's why,
multiple
All
kids
the
by
time.
multiple
And that's why-
different fathers or mothers. You know what I mean?
and that's why I framed it the way I framed it, because it's going to be an unpopular opinion for a guy to be like, yo, fuck them kids.
but I
Or-
don't understand how
or-
that's
or-
unpopular though.
Because it's unpopular because the world and society is like, yo, whatever a mother chooses to do to mother their child is acceptable. But we also no longer think about what a father is doing to father their child. So a mother looking to split up $600 amongst 2 extra children is looked at as commendable. It's applaud. She took the $600. She was resourceful. She didn't spend it on one. She made sure all of her kids were straight. And it is commendable. I'm not taking anything away. Let's applaud that for her doing that, because she didn't get anything from the other 2 baby daddies to kind of help. So it is kind of commendable. But as a dad, as a father, you're like, look, when we went into this situation, I gave you the money to kind of support the child we created.
Yeah.
without a conversation, and you split that money up for other children we didn't create. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's so. This is definitely a nuanced conversation, and man,
It just took away your option to say yes or no.
It definitely took away my option to say yes or no. But even going to the point where you say it's commendable that she was able to basically, take some money and take care of her entire family. But the problem that I have with it is, like, let's say down the road in my scenario that I brought up, to where it's like come winter, because you did divide up the money, and now our son need a coat, and let's say I don't have it at that point.
Right.
Now
right.
I'm an ain't shit daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
like, that's some bullshit.
But in her eyes, you always been ain't shit daddy. Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't no, but that's why I said, like you said, it's a nuanced conversation, but more acceptable to society standards is a mom being a mom. They would accept a mom being a mom, divvying up the money, before they would accept you saying, no, just spend the full $600 on my child. Now, I will say this, though, and I apologize to those my family that may listen to this podcast and know the situation, because I'm getting ready to take it personal. So I'm on the phone earlier today, and I have a little cousin, whatever he is to me, that is now a junior in high school. School started Tuesday. Okay?
Okay.
He will not start his first day of school till tomorrow, and when this podcast come out, it'll be Thursday. So today, he'll start his first day of school Thursday. And the sole reason he did not start the first day of school is because he did not have new school clothes and new school shoes on the first day of school, because his dad does not get paid until
That's funny.
after school starts. Now, when I heard this, I was a bit disappointed. I mean, I understand the importance of starting the new year off
Ain't
with
no
fresh
fucking
gear.
importance.
No. We've been in high school. We know. You know what I'm saying? Like
He said you left that outfit out.
exactly. Like, as an adult, you look at it like, yo, that shit is minimal to your success. But as a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, that shit is important. You're like, I'm not starting school with the same kicks I wore last year. You're
But-
not doing it. No, I get it. You got to think in the mind of a 16-year-old.
No,
That's like social suicide to
It's
start
not-
with the same shit you
No,
wore last year.
I get what you're saying. It's not about the 16-year-old.
Okay,
It's about the adults in the situation.
Right.
You're not gonna tell me you're not going to your first 2 days of school because you ain't got a new fit.
So
nationwide.
no. When I heard this, my immediate thought was disappointment,
Yeah.
because it was not disappointment on the child, the 16-year-old, 15-year-old,
Right.
feeling that they needed the latest gear to start school.
Right.
It was the disappointment in the
Right.
adults supporting.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
fact that-
saying. Yeah.
Look, we have to at some point teach value in other things than material items. And I was just like, yo, so he missed the first 2 days of school because he didn't have nothing new? I don't give a fuck if it was a white tee or a black tee,
Yeah.
Nate. You can get through the first 2 days of
That's
school.
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not gonna tell me you're not
You
going
can-
to your first 2 days.
You
of
can
school.
get through the first
Class.
2 days of schools with a
Fuck
white tee
outta
and a
here,
black
dude.
tee, a gray, whatever. Yo, I can find an Ohio State T-shirt tonight for $10.99.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like, for sure.
You could have went to any like not department, but like super grocery store and copped a graphic tee
It's something.
for $5.
For $5.
No BS. Like, bro, you could go to Walmart and cop you something and get fresh.
And see, I'm the family member that when people call, like, they don't really call me for shit, because I'm never the guy that's just get ready
You
to take
never
your
yes,
side.
man. Yeah.
I'm never get ready to take your side for some shit like that. And I'm just like, oh, so wait.
So you
this-
telling me
This nigga missed the
that he
first
missed-
2 days of junior year
Yeah.
for clothes? You know what I'm saying? You can get through the first 2 days, bro.
Yeah, you don't even gotta come
You know what I'm
too dead
saying?
fresh, but like you could definitely made it.
You could have made it. And I was just so disappointed in the importance that we put on the appearance, because we gotta cut ties somewhere. And no disrespect.
I wish my son would try that shit.
No disrespect. He wasn't going to Dayton Public.
Yeah.
Dayton Public would have been more severe on the gear. Motherfucker went to West Carrollton High School. They wouldn't have gave a fuck.
Yeah,
They
bro.
wouldn't have gave a shit at West Carrollton High School.
It's still West
He-
Carolina.
if he would have had on the latest Vans or Chucks, he would have been straight. You know what I'm saying?
Any Vans or Chucks.
Like,
You know,
any
they-
Vans and
bro,
Chucks.
the more shit you'll beat, the better,
Right,
the better
right.
you are.
Right.
If they would have came from Chuck himself,
Chuck himself.
he would have been straight. So
So-
I was super disappointed that they kept him from school for two days because his gear wasn't fresh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you live and you learn, man. You just hear that, and you know, when you have your kids, and God willing, you know, it's like you just know that ain't gonna fly with you.
Because I've been there too. I've started school without having brand new school clothes before, and I've made it through to payday.
And the funny thing
was
is,
straight.
like, I've never noticed.
Exactly.
I've been
You know
around
what I'm
you my
saying?
whole
Like-
life, so it's like I've never been like, Johnny got on these same LeBrons
right.
a month ago that he just copped. Like, huh? So yeah, but I think that's why our core group was so dope that we had a unique situation to where, you know, obviously a lot of the movies in the 80s and 90s, you had a jocks and a quarterback who's like a dick and beats up the guy with the glasses and shit. Obviously, you know, that didn't happen in a lot of high schools, but definitely not ours. I can't even remember a moment of somebody being bullied. Like, we had fun. We beat each other up. We used to fight in the hallway before, you know, after lunch and before fourth period. So it was just like,
Yeah, that was
you know, that's epic days. But we weren't fighting and beating up on people that were defenseless, you know. So like, what, Rufus Reed? Like, nobody ever wanted to pick on Rufus, bro.
No, like that's the one thing that's commendable about our crew. Anybody could get it, but we weren't mean about our jokes. If we knew that you were less fortunate, we didn't tease you for being less fortunate.
We'll tease you for like not being able to tackle that person.
Right. Like it'll be something that's like not mean or insensitive to tease you about, but it was equal opportunity grilling for sure. Like you can get it. Anybody could get it.
You get Nate
You
for
know what I'm
talking
saying?
like he from fucking
Right.
Kentucky.
Right. Teachers too. You can get it. Anybody could get it. But we weren't insensitive or mean about it.
Everybody can catch this. But I don't know, man.
Hey, what you thinking about a ball head?
Hey, shout out to
joke.
Ryan. Hey, I meant to text the group this.
No,
I
Al
seen
joking
Ryan
Connery.
at the Columbus
Oh,
Hoop
don't
Festival.
repeat that. Don't repeat that.
I seen Ryan at the Columbus Hoop Festival. He told me to tell y'all what up. Everybody in the mob that's listening, man, he told me to tell y'all what up. And next time he in the city, he gonna hit one of us, and we got a link with him. And he got a son, man. Coolest little dude. I ain't gonna lie, like he
Tell me
was
to play
real.
flag football.
No, he's still in a carrier.
Oh, okay.
He's real small. But yeah, it's Lil Ryan. So, man, shout out to Ryan. Happy he got a healthy kid, man, healthy son, and shout out to his wife too, man. We love you, bro.
So, on other news, Marcellus Wiley, who played for the Cowboys, right? Did he play with the Cowboys? Or am I making that shit up?
Yeah.
Cowboys
That's
won on
one of his stops. Yep.
So this is Marcellus Wiley talking about the blowback that Jay-Z is getting from Eric Reed and Colin Kaepernick. He made some interesting points. I'm not going to play the full video, but I do want to touch on some of the points, and I'll paraphrase some of the things that maybe not make the clip. So here's a clip.
The past has expired. I've been going back and forth with this from day one at ESPN. Let's go. Kaepernick comes from a situation where he's never felt the full weight of these injustices. This is a mixed race guy who was raised by a white family from Wisconsin to Central California. Respect. That does not disqualify you from talking for us. But when you make missteps and miscalculations, it comes back into play.
I'll pause right there. What's the missteps and miscalculations he's talking about? I'm not sure.
I don't even know, bro. Like I've listened to this over and over again and was thinking like, what misstep could he have had?
Is it that like he's not vocal?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Is just you not being vocal, and not only that, you criticize or not Cat specifically, but him. Like I think when you say speaking of Cat, you think about his entire support system. So him, Eric Reed, Kenny Stills, and Nessa. How they obviously always go against any move that's made. Like with the Players Coalition, they criticize them. So I think he's talking about them being critical about everyone else coming to like some type of agreement or some type of plan within
like questioning their blackness and shit like that. Okay, all right, we'll continue.
And he never spoke on this when Black Lives Matters movement was at its height. Think about it, 2013, 2014, Ferguson, when Jay-Z is bailing prisoners out and doing protesters out and taking pictures and supporting Trayvon Martin and that family. What was Kaepernick? You know who he was?
Now, I'll pause right there. Now, when he's talking about him not supporting Black Lives Matter when they're at their height, would you want somebody to support a organization when they're not ready to, when they're not prepared to? Like, if they're not mentally at that space, then do we want them speaking out?
No. If you're not ready to go, then you can't do it. I mean, like, okay, think about this. Obviously, I'm stepping out a little far with this, and this is, you know, I'm the worst with analogies and da-da-da, but, you know, Martin Luther King wasn't standing up for civil rights his whole life. So, like, at some point in his life,
he said he's the worst, and they try to give us one.
I am, though. But shut up, man. So, look, at some point in time, it clicked in his head that he had to do something, right?
Okay.
So, at that point in time, he did it. And it was like, you know, regardless of what he did before, we was talking about his transgressions before about how he may have stepped on his wife, whatever. All that bullshit don't matter. It's just that whenever he decided to do it, he gave it his all, and he made a difference. And that's what Cap's doing.
Well, I think what he was saying though, like, and I don't agree with this. I don't know if it's true or not. But what he was trying to say is, when you're on top of the world making Pro Bowls, going to the Super Bowl, you didn't give a fuck about none of this shit. It wasn't until the point to where when they benched you and you became a backup quarterback, that now all of a sudden, now you want to be Black Lives Matter, raise awareness for social justice and against police brutality to try to stay in the spotlight. I don't know if we're gonna get to the point to where he's like in a clip to where he's like, pretty much when he first sat down, it wasn't about awareness. It was about, I'm mad because I wasn't the starter. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we get to that point, but that's what he mentioned that.
All right, so let's continue.
Taking his shirt off, bruh. I knew Kaepernick back then. He was never talking about this. He meets Nessa 2015, all of a sudden 2016 he gets benched. Flip-flop. Not mad,
That's problematic to bring up Nessa as if she's the reason that he's vocal now.
Still doesn't disqualify you. But Nessa comes into play now. And we all know Nessa. Respect to her and her ethnicity, but it's not black. Okay? So now we got two leaders who don't even feel the weight of the consequences. So guess what you are allowed to do right now?
Preach.
Have convenience. Ain't no cosmetics here, bro. When I'm in Compton, when I'm in South Central and Harlem, that's my childhood to manhood.
Now the convenience is the person saying this is really dark skinned, and the convenience he's saying is that the person, Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid, that are speaking out against this injustice are mixed race children, so they have the convenience of being mixed race children, and he doesn't because he's dark skinned.
0 to 22 years old. Those three places. I know what it feels like. When you're talking to Jay-Z, who's been through Marcy Projects, Brooklyn, and all his successes, he's seen this. We both said, go Kaepernick, go, and let the cause blindly support the man. But the character is now coming to question. And then now Eric Reid is taking it and giving them cover. Eric Reid is taking Kenny Stills, another guy. Respect, guys. Another mixed race individual who's not felt the full weight of this. So when you want to take this.
Now, countless times he brings up mixed race, okay? Now, I'll quote him correctly in saying that just because you're mixed race does not disqualify you from speaking on the issues.
Facts.
But him bringing up mixed race, how does that make y'all feel?
It disappoints me, bro. Only because, like, I 100% know that the police brutality has nothing to. They don't see mixed race. They see a dude that's black. You see Colin Kaepernick, bro, he's black. Like in the eyes of the people who's beating up black people, he's black. You know what I'm saying? So mix me with that bullshit, Marcellus. So, like, you know, even to, like, take it to another level and step away from this whole conversation a little bit on All American. You know what I'm saying? Billy Baker's son. He was a mixed race kid, but he got pulled over, and the cop seen him as black. But in his head, he was like, you know, What do you mean? I'm good. I come from a wealthy family. I'm good. Like I say what the fuck I want to say.
You went to Billy Baker's son.
But I'm just saying though, bro.
No. I feel you. That's a great.
But
that's
you know
a
what
great
I'm
point.
saying?
That's a great point.
In the eyes of the beholder, who is the police head in this conversation, he's black. So what he's saying has nothing to do with it. And regardless, he can speak up. Like what? So why he ain't talking shit to every other black person? Which I mean by that, obviously you can't see the air quotes. Is somebody with 2 African American parents. Where they been at? Why ain't nobody else stepped up? Why ain't nobody else put they neck on the line?
I think the biggest thing about Jay-Z receiving criticism is that he's receiving criticism from person A that's receiving a check from the league and person B that's trying to receive a check from the league. So it's like, why are you criticizing me for partnering with the organization that you're trying to work for? Like, so if you get a job, are you the only one that's allowed to work for the NFL? Like, not that Jay-Z's working for the NFL, but like, if you get a contract, is everything cool now? And Eric Reed, you're criticizing me, but you're getting paid twice a month from the same organization that you're criticizing me for working with. Is your point valid if you're getting a check from them, type of thing?
Here's the thing. I guess hitting on the race thing, I kind of understand what he's trying to say, but I also have a problem with it. He brought up the whole mixed race and him being raised by white parents in Wisconsin and L.A., basically saying you didn't live the full black experience. You didn't have to, you didn't grow up in Compton. You didn't grow up in Harlem. You didn't grow up in inner city Baltimore or fucking Dayton. You know what I mean? So you didn't live the full black experience. So I kind of get, I kind of understand what he's saying there by that. But at the same time, I have a problem because at the end of the day, as you said, it is when he goes out in public, he's black.
Right.
Don't nobody know that he's mixed race.
Yeah.
Some of like Huey Newton. Sorry, I'm stuttering. But one of the founders of the Black Panther Party was a mixed race person.
Fred Hampton.
You know what I mean? Fred Hampton. You know what I mean? So it's been plenty. Barack Obama. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a lot of people that's been mixed race, but at the end of the day, they identify themselves as black. You know what I mean? When they go out to the world, they're black. And at the end of the day, they still can speak up for our people and our culture.
And I'm not a mixed race child, but I also understand the different challenges that mixed race
Yeah,
children feel.
right.
Because you have the white community, it's like, yo, you're not white. And then you have the black community, it's like, you're not black.
enough.
right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So they go through their own challenges
Yeah,
as well. But
exactly.
then they also have privileges. Let's state that as well.
Facts.
But so I get it. I like the,
They get coined good hair, not jigaboos.
right. But I just have a problem. I have a problem with both sides criticizing each other because it's now we're infighting, and I feel like I feel like what started off as what was supposed to be a good thing by Jay-Z taking this position to be. I think what the problem is, most people seeing him taking a check because now he's leading the entertainment for the Super Bowl and all other like major events for the NFL. I think that's the only thing that they seen and noticed and didn't understand that he's also playing a huge part in the social justice aspect and the and the reform aspect. I think people totally forgot about that.
So break that down. Like, is he supposed to be taking money and using the NFL platform to raise awareness, then taking that money and then funding organizations for black communities?
Okay, so let's move the whole entertainment part because he's getting a check from that. Like, you know, I'm producing your halftime show, give me a check. Yeah. But the part about the social justice and raising awareness, they signed that 6-year, $90 million contract with the Players Coalition. He's helping out in that part and continue to raise raise awareness for social justice and criminal justice reform and police brutality. He's helping out with that part of it, where the money should be distributed to. If some shit pop up tomorrow, we're gonna speak out on that. That he's gonna also help out on that part. And I think people are totally like ignoring that. And now, like I said, it's just because it's infighting, and I feel like the media. It's not even the NFL. It's not even Jay-Z. It's the media. Like I see so many different fucking headlines from different complex fucking this news, CNN, whatever. I see so many headlines basically putting us against each other. And it's like, we're not even talking about the cause anymore. It's just Jay-Z versus Eric Reed or Jay-Z versus Kaepernick.
It's a goddamn shame, bro.
Yeah, it's
No,
it's
but it's just like, but you can't be, regardless of how much you disagree with another black man, bro. You cannot go publicly and try to air him out for your own like ratings.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's like you're giving them ammo. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
So it's
yeah.
like, and you know when I say them, who them is,
Right,
like
right.
the people who just are naysayers. Like, regardless of what Cap knelt for, there are people that won't even be able to accept it or even receive his message because they so bent out of shape about the flag. You're giving those people ammo to be like, see, another black guy stepped out against what you black guys say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those are real conversations that are had day to day with people who work together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's unfortunate and it's irresponsible, I feel like, by Marcellus.
And it's just not
it's-
Marcellus because it's going both ways.
I know,
it's,
but
it's Eric Reed as well, and that's the problem that I had because we're like I said, it's infighting. We got Eric Reed criticizing Jay-Z before Jay-Z has even put any plans in place and made any steps. I was talking to Johnny before you got here. Like, if you want to talk about the last 3 or 4 years, the shit that Jay-Z has done, I mean, it ain't too many people that you can say has.
I go by Johnny Will, bro.
Johnny or whatever. it hasn't been any.
Jay Smooth.
You can't name too many people that has contributed as much to the culture as Jay-Z has in terms of criminal justice or just social justice, whatever. You know what I mean? Contributing to the culture as he has over the last 3 or 4 years. So it's like, man, allow him to do what he gonna do. Let's see. We've been talking about we want to see at the table. We need more black ownership. We need more black leadership. And then when we get in a position to try to do that, now we're being critical. We call him a sellout. We call him a pawn.
Without seeing what he's gonna do with it.
Right.
Either.
You know what I mean? So that's the problem I have. I feel it's just too much infighting. Like it even. And another thing that I have with Marcellus is I felt like he was sending all the shots at Kaepernick. And honestly, I haven't heard Kaepernick say anything.
That's the problem, though.
I mean, it's a problem, but still.
We need him to speak, bro.
No, we do. But, like, he was sending all the shots to him, and he hasn't said anything. It's been Eric Reed who's been sending shit. It's been Nessa, who is Kaepernick's girl. So, you know, they probably share the same views because they probably pillow talk. So, they talk all this fucking time. So, she's probably just relaying Kaepernick's opinions and feelings.
Let's pause real quick. And I'm sorry, Pod. Pillow talking. What's pillow talking like? Let's break it down. Let's break down pillow talk. If that's your lady, is it pillow talking or is it pillow talking when it's a chick that's not yours and you trying to?
It's pillow
Yeah,
talking
man,
when
this
it's a
is
chick you
total,
trying to
like
fuck
180
on.
from what we talking about.
I'm sorry.
Say that.
All right.
Say that.
We'll say that. We'll say that.
We come back to that at the end of
okay.
the. We come back to that, but the only reason I say that because that's like a complete.
Yeah, it's complete shift. Good catch, though. Good catch. I appreciate you for doing that. Next episode. All right, we'll do that.
No, we can do that
No,
this
no,
episode
no,
once
no,
we
no,
done.
no,
Once
we
we
do
done
that-
with
we do that
this,
later,
we
bro.
can go back. We can go back to that.
We may not get to it, but go ahead.
But that's the problem because he like Kaepernick hasn't said anything. He's sending all the shots to Kaepernick. Criticize Eric Reed specifically. Criticize Nessa specifically. In my opinion.
you know he can't criticize Nessa.
Okay, she's a female. Okay, criticize Eric Reed.
I don't know.
Go
if female,
directly
I don't know
to
if-
Eric Reed.
I don't know if female is the right term. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know what we supposed to call him.
God
today.
damn.
I don't know. I don't know what we supposed to call him. Man.
Why?
I don't know, but I don't feel like that's the right term. I just feel like you offended somebody by saying female.
Hey,
Somebody's offended.
I might have lost it. But
I don't know what you're
no.
supposed to call him.
Ain't
But
nobody
not.
offended,
So,
bro.
like, I just hate the infighting because I feel like what should have been a good cause, not only do we have the public being critical of Jay-Z, we have Eric Reed and Kaepernick's camp being critical.
What about Kenny
and,
Stills?
And now we got Marcellus Wiley jumping in. I haven't heard Kenny Stills say too much.
Yeah.
At least of the Jay-Z. But I know their camp did go against the Players Coalition for even making a deal with the NFL. And I guess at the end of the day, and I'll probably leave it at this, is I want to know what Kaepernick Not even Kaepernick because he hasn't spoke. Eric Reed is the one. I do want to hear what he got to say, but in terms of being critical, it's Eric Reed. I want to know what's his plan of fucking action. We can't continue to fucking kneel and raise a fist on the national anthem. They don't even show that shit on TV anymore.
Nope.
What is our plan of action to move forward? I want to know that from him. Because he's been critical of the Players Coalition accepting the deal. He's been critical of Jay-Z accepting the deal. So, or partnership. So what should we do?
Yeah,
That's
because
what
clearly he don't agree. So what is his plan?
Right. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And from everyone else that's been critical, what is your fucking plan?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. So I want to hear this from Cartier because he's a Oakland Raiders fan. And there is a Oakland Raider that is showing his complete ass right now.
Oh, shit.
AB.
Yeah, what's up?
Who filed a grievance with the league.
For the
his-
third time.
For the third time for his fucking helmet.
Yeah.
All right. So the GM has said it's time for AB to be all in or all out. John Gruden, the head coach, is still on AB's side.
He has to. John Gruden has to.
Exactly.
He
has to.
He's not make. No, I think they communicated that. I think they're playing bad cop, good cop, bad cop with him.
So Cartier, as a Oakland Raider fan, give me your honest opinion. Honest, not no fanboy shit. Honest opinion about this whole ordeal with Antonio Brown and this motherfucking helmet.
All right, bro. So look, man, this is where I'm at with it. I'm not necessarily frustrated with Antonio Brown. I'm frustrated with the media. I'm frustrated that anything that this man does, they want to report it and make it headline number one. Because listen, people miss practice every day, B. Not necessarily for their helmet, but for whatever reason. I'm sure a major player is called and said, look, I ain't going to make it to practice today for whatever reason. I don't care what the reason is. You know what I'm saying? I got a situation with my kid. I got a situation with my wife. I got a situation with this. I got to go do this. I got to go do this. I got to pick this up. So it's one day. So I understand that initially he missed time due to the fact that his feet was fucked up. And it's like, yeah, he could have been at camp kind of visually taking in the shit. But, you know, immediately after he got back, Derek Carr said, bro, he knew the offense better than me down there. So it's like, okay, I'm cool with that. You know, at least he's on his shit and he's been studying. And if you do follow AB on Instagram, you see that he actually works out harder than anybody I've ever seen. And it's not even being a Raider fan, but, like, dude, he be doing some wild stuff. And kind of unorthodox, but it looks really extreme. So, with all that being said, I really think that, you know, there's only been one day where he could have performed and he didn't show up. And that they're holding against him. So, I'm good with one day. Like, he's been in practice today. He's trying on a new helmet. He still filed his grievance. There's nothing wrong with that because a grievance isn't necessarily like I'm upset. It's just, okay, y'all gave Tom Brady a year last year and other people to go ahead and try to grandfather this one-year helmet in. So y'all decided to change the rule this year, and I'm just asking that you extend the rule 1 year for me. But he is still at practice. He was at practice today. He had on some other air shut helmet. So, at the end of the day, bro, as long as he there for game one, it might be a blessing in disguise that he didn't get hurt dicking off at practice. So, he hasn't missed anything substantial, and there has been no clear negative impact on our team. You know what I'm saying? If we get the game week 3 and he ain't catching shit, then it's a problem. But right now, I'm not about to overreact and be all upset and get my draws in a bunch.
We're finding a silver lining in this.
It sounds like it.
Bruh, what I'm saying is, what has he done right now that matters? None of this matters right now.
Now, all this matters.
Come on, Nate.
Because the reason why all this matters is because at any point in time, he can go left. He can be I'm unhappy with the organization. I want to be traded. I want a new contract. I want this. I want that. That's the problem I had with it. He's a great talent. He's going to go out and catch 100 balls, 13,000 or 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's AB. He's a great receiver. It's nothing taking. I'm not taking anything away from him as a talent. But he's a fucking prima donna, and that's what he's showed me over these last few weeks. Like I said, I gave him the benefit of the doubt in Pittsburgh because we all know Big Ben is an asshole. But I think looking back, he probably had a big role of playing into the disagreement and between him and Big Ben and him in the organization. And I think this is playing out now. It's like, yo, your helmet is like no longer allowed by the NFL. It's banned for what they feel is your safety. We have newer helmets with newer technology that's supposed to protect your head and protect you from concussions, and you still complaining about it. Like, we have 20, 30 helmets you could choose from. Find one and fucking go out and play football.
35.
Nate.
35?
35 helmets.
But Nate, I don't care how many helmets. It could be 100 helmets, bruh. Don't none of them fit like the one he had. So what I'm trying to say is regardless of what's reported, how much of it has been AB like to the media? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't got in front of a podium and said, hold on, J. Will. He hasn't got in front of a podium and said, man, I'm just so disgruntled, man, and fuck the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I understand he didn't show up to a practice. And then, you know, when his feet was as bad as they were, you know, I'm sure they're better now, and he seems to be past that. He wasn't at practice. So my thing is, bruh, he's been first in receptions, receiving yards, receiving first downs, and touchdowns in the past 8 years.
Man, like I said, it's nothing against him because
know.
he's a great receiver. Or it's nothing against him as a talent. It's everything against him as a person.
I know that, bro. But, bro, all I'm saying is that there's no need for me as a fan to overreact right now when, like, he hasn't come out and there's been no face-to-face time where we've heard him say some crazy shit or do some crazy shit. So, yes, reporting has been crazy stuff. But I'm not getting caught up in reporting.
But he has come out.
Come out and say what?
He has come out. So what debunks your argument is that it's not just left at headlines. Had it just be left at headlines, it'll be fine. But when there's 3 grievances filed, it's filed by who?
Bro, it's not. Listen,
you know what I'm saying? But it's filed by who?
But can I ask you this? You're making a grievance sound like it's I'm quitting the NFL. No, a grievance is that I am requesting for you to let me use this helmet that I've modified. So listen, so all that means is you told me my helmet couldn't work because it was 10 years old. So I found when I was 9 years old, the padding has been updated, tested. It didn't work. Okay, I found another one with different padding. Test this one. That's all a grievance is.
Here's my thing, like, because we talked about this last week. So, fuck AB. My question is, how do you feel about the GM giving him this ultimatum, like either you all in or all out?
And that's my point.
Like that's what I want to move the conversation there.
Let's go
because
there.
It sounds like the GM and if the GM is saying this is coming from ownership. This is probably coming a little from a head coach, from John Gruden, but he can't speak out.
Yeah.
So they're starting to be fed up with him before y'all even played y'all first game with him.
Because that's my whole thing. Had it just been a grievance of, yo, let me try to work with these couple helmets that I give you, and we move on. But now it's starting to annoy the organization. It's starting to annoy the GM. And we can't say whether he actually said he would retire, but it came from somewhere, bro.
But no, it didn't. You don't know where it came from, and I'm not getting caught up in what the fuck they say, bro. You know, Chris Broussard, bro, get the fuck out of here. All that bullshit he was reporting. So the media and me ain't on the same page right now. But Nate, what Mike Mayock said is acceptable to me. Okay, he missed a practice, and there was a lack of communication. I feel like what he said was, listen here. You didn't tell me you weren't going. You didn't tell me you was going to miss practice, and you just fucking put a no call, no show, and that shit's not gonna fly. The previous 14 days you've missed, we knew your feet was fucked up, and we get it why you weren't here. So yes, him putting his foot down at that moment was okay with me, and I previously said that him missing that one day was an issue, but he's back. So again, I'm not gonna overreact. Because we're in week -2.
My thing is, as an Oakland Raider fan, we're 2 weeks away from kickoff. aren't you ready to move on past this fucking helmet 2 weeks away from kickoff?
My thing is, I'm ready for the media to stop reporting it. I want him to file as many grievances as he can until he gets the helmet that he feels fits him. Okay, so there's no need for the media to report that he's requested a new testing on a helmet. There's nothing wrong with practicing every day in random helmets just so that you can practice, but then still file requests to get the helmet that you think feels good approved. So he might get lucky and get one that actually feels good to him, and then it gets approved, and then everybody's good to go. He's happy, they're happy.
Should some of the onus be on AB to understand that the media is going to report on it, though?
It don't fucking matter what the media reports at the end of the day if he's at practice, which he is.
But you're saying you want them to stop reporting on it?
Yes, because I'm tired. I mean, of course, I watch TV. You watch TV. Nationwide watches TV. And I'm tired of hearing about it. That's just me being a human. But that's why I told you I don't give a fuck what they report, but I am tired of hearing about it at the same time. I feel like those things can coexist.
But I would expect you to say as long as it equals production on the field at the end of the day, that would be what benefits you, not necessarily what they fucking report.
I know, but still, you could be annoyed if somebody was calling you a racist every day. I know this is far out, but if somebody was calling you racist every day and you knew in your heart you wasn't, and you hadn't done anything that was racist or said anything that was racist, it would kind of irk you a little bit eventually. So I'm saying is that regardless of the truth and not the truth, the perception that people are building about you can get on your nerves. And it's not about us personally. It's about somebody that's on my team. So it's like, okay, I'm tired of hearing about that shit. So, yeah, anytime that Fox News, Fox Sports, or ESPN talks about them, I'm going to move on from it. And I'm going to try not to pay attention to it. But you can still be tired of hearing it. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, pretty much we agree on it. This is something that Jazz was telling me, is that we always argue on shit, but we agree exactly. You said all that matters is production. All I said was that this shit don't fucking matter. So we literally just said the exact same thing. So I think we agree here. And again, I'm just waiting for week one.
My thing is, if you have the awareness of what's going on, why wouldn't he have the awareness of what's going on? Of like,
no, but Nate. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Do you feel there's something wrong with him filing a grievance, aka a request, to get this helmet approved that he's
not the first one, not the first, the third, yes.
The third, yes.
But why?
Sure. Because
what? How does it negatively? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead and answer that before I ask you that.
Because the first one, we put this list of helmets that are acceptable because of the latest technology, and they're supposed to give you the greatest protection against concussion. So this is your list. We give you a ban list. Your helmet is on the ban list. You file a grievance the first time. We review that, and we don't find it acceptable to approve this helmet. Okay, find one that fits you, that you're comfortable in, and let's move on. Why are we going back a second and third time to review the same football helmet that we just fucking disapproved?
But nationwide, it's not the same helmet. I don't think you heard what I said.
But see, my thing is,
it's the same shell. I don't give a fuck what padding you put in it. It's the same shell.
My thing is, all right, he has to have the understanding that there was a lawsuit about concussions and CTE, and then now they're making a conscious effort to kind of combat that by introducing new helmets, and now you're filing a grievance about the new helmets. Like, that's the thing. Like, maybe the players of the past put him in a predicament that he doesn't want to be in, but because of that, there has to be action. There has to be change. So it's like, yo, because of this previous lawsuit, we can't offer what we offered you because, hell, we just got sued over that. So we got to offer you this new line of helmets that offers a different type of protection, and now you filing a grievance over that. It's just one of those situations to where he has to have the awareness to understand that, of like, yo, this league's in a tough spot because the previous helmets cost him money. These new helmets they're trying to introduce, and I don't like them.
And not only that, I've heard like Aaron Rodgers and fucking Tom Brady say like, we don't like the rule, we don't like wearing our new helmets, but guess what the fuck they doing? like we're wearing new helmets. Like
But
that's the rule, and
nationwide,
we have to move forward with it.
just because
You get a big ass lawsuit, you'll do some shit like that.
But just because two popular players decided that it wasn't that big of a deal to them doesn't mean that the third guy has to accept it. The third guy can try and exhaust every option he has until week 1, okay? We have to understand that this is the preseason to me. He still has time to exhaust every option until it's time to actually make his money. His money doesn't get made until he goes out there week 1 against the Broncos.
Not
So-
necessarily. I mean, they could be fining him like $140,000 a day if they wanted to.
But he's
That he
he's
missed
at practice.
well, you said
Why
he
don't
missed
you
one.
understand that-
He missed one.
Okay, that's one practice.
So they could have fined him that day.
Okay, that's fine. That's one practice. What's one practice?
I mean, it's a lot going
It's-
into new offense,
it's-
especially when you've been injured and not been
But he
not
ha- he
playing
has
with
to
you because
understand
of your
what's-
foot injuries.
He has to understand what's prompting these changes, though.
No, he understands. But listen, bro. If you take the padding out of the fucking, okay, like we said, there's 34 new helmets, right? The number 1 performing helmet is the Vicus 01. Okay, if you take the Vicus padding and modify it and put it into this shut, obviously this is probably not what he did because Vicus is number 1, and I'm sure it would have passed if he done this. But if he can do something to where they put this helmet onto a dummy and they hit it with this fucking hammer or a punt or a some sort
mallet or
of
something.
a mallet or something, and it passes all the impact test, then okay, good. Let him have his helmet that's modified is good to go, and we'll test that custom helmet every year. So
The problem is when you do that, now you open it up to you have to do this for every other fucking player who wants to do that.
but the thing is
Consistency.
I understand consistency, but the thing is that it's not going to be a big deal because you already said 2 of the most major players in the NFL have accepted it and they don't give a shit. But the thing is that there's laws. There wouldn't be the availability to file a grievance in an attempt to retest the helmet. It's there for a reason. Like, the reason is for this, for him to be like, to try it. But my thing is, it's not hurting anybody to try it if he shows up at practice. He's at fault for one missed day at practice. Amari Cooper is not playing no more preseason due to an injury. But he's going to show up to practice. Nobody's giving a fuck. But he's not going to physically perform. Antonio Brown's going to show up and actually run around, run routes with a faux helmet on or a helmet that he may not like. There's nothing wrong with him attempting until the end of the fucking line to get the helmet he likes. I just don't understand, y'all.
I don't give a fuck what he doing at this point. My like I said, my question was like, what the organization seems to be fed up with him. Before y'all even played y'all first game, how is this shit gonna carry out for the organization with him moving forward?
Bruh,
Like,
all I'm saying
it's
is
gonna
that-
be a rocky relationship for the next 3-4 years, and I could see him and John Gruden butting heads at some point, and him sending John Gruden sending AB home like he did Keyshawn Johnson.
Man, please. So look,
Straight
bro.
up and
All
down.
I'm saying is, look. Let's just bring it back to the helmet thing. I want y'all to answer this for me. Is there a problem with exhausting all your options for something a piece of equipment that you want to wear?
I mean, I think it's
no.
minuscule.
Huh?
I think it's minuscule.
But my thing is that where does it affect anyone if you're at practice? Like, why not try?
Like I said, I think it's minuscule. And like I said, I just think he feels like he's above the organization, above the NFL. And like I said, it could lead to if you bend the rules for him, it's gonna bend the rules for other players. And I can see other players file grievances for this or that because AB got away with it.
All I want to say is, I don't give a fuck how many times or how often you post that Instagram does not have the right to share your photos. They do, motherfucker. You already signed. You already accepted the disclosures. Go ahead, AB.
All right, bro. Look, my thing is I'm not gonna convince you. You damn sure ain't gonna convince me. So, I'm just trying to find an analogy to where it's like,
So one of y'all Chick-fil-A, one of y'all's Popeyes.
I mean, no, I get what you're saying. Like you're looking at this argument or this scenario to where it's like it's not a big deal because it's preseason and he's not missing practices. He's not missing any like games that actually count. I get that, but I'm looking at the fucking bigger picture to where it's like we're not going to bend the rules for you, AB. You're not bigger than of your organization or the Shield in general. Like, bro, get in line and play fucking football.
But guess what, Nate? I guarantee that they're gonna approve a helmet for him.
I don't think so.
I put any amount of money on it. I put any amount of money that they're gonna approve a helmet for him. And you know what though? The report's gonna come out and say this: AB finally has a helmet that he likes, and it's gonna be one that was pushed through the grievance. Like that's what the headline's gonna read. And then at that point in time, I want both of you to read that shit and just put your faces on your desk at work and be upset because
if they didn't do it for
it
Tom,
went through. But guess what?
They ain't doing it for him.
But guess what, guys? Guess what? You just said? What did you just say, Nate?
So if they ain't do it for Tom, they ain't doing it for him.
But what I'm saying is that if it does go through, do you care?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. So why the fuck are you arguing if he just filing them? That's my thing.
Because he's a prima donna. That's all I'm saying. He's a fucking prima donna.
Fuck all that. All I'm
Play
saying is
fucking
that,
football and stop complaining.
If you don't care if it goes through, if you don't care if it does go through, don't fucking argue me down about it.
He's a prima donna. I just want you to admit that.
We love the fire that we in the
He's a prima fucking donna.
And he the best. He better than every receiver on y'all motherfucking team.
Oh my god. And we gonna have a better record than you.
We gonna bust y'all ass. Game 1. Meet me.
Can't help but seduce you now.
Meet me somewhere. Meet me somewhere. Put some money on that game, D. Put some money on that game.
I ain't putting no money
Put some money on Flacco.
I ain't putting no money
Put some money on your record then.
I'll put money on that.
Let's go. What you want? Let's do it right now.
We talk about this all
Nah. Ain't no off. No. Put it on wax.
Hey, the Raiders
Put it on wax. Please put it on wax.
Suck.
We will finish higher than y'all in the division,
The
guaranteed.
motherfucking black hole.
Any amount of money.
Ain't no goddamn black
Any
hole.
amount of money.
Those niggas suck.
Money. All I'm saying is, bruh, if anybody that wants to argue something with me and give me facts, like, okay, I guarantee, like, this is gonna happen. If you're not willing to put money on it,
That's not a
bruh,
fact.
that shit don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't really believe what you're saying if
the
you're not
Raiders
willing
suck.
to put something on it. And that's what you doing today. That's what you doing. Period.
Hey, the Raiders
And that's a
fucking
fact.
suck.
But will you put money on it? No. Okay.
I mean, they suck. And they always gonna suck.
Okay, that's fine. You can say all of that, but you won't put money where your mouth is. And if you won't do that, then your
Last
words
time
don't
they
mean
made the
anything
playoffs.
to me. You know what?
Last time they won a playoff game.
You're a prima donna, bro. You're a prima donna. You over here talking all this shit about the Raiders, but you won't put $1 on.
Hey, y'all, shout out to us,
Raiders
man.
will finish above.
Hey, when last time they
the
won a
fucking
playoff game?
Broncos. Straight up.
When last time they
Straight
won
up and down.
Straight up, bro.
Last time they won a playoff game.
Meet me in the alley, man.
Hey, as always, man, we thank y'all for tuning into the ITL podcast, man. Make sure y'all follow us, the.itl on Instagram.
Pillow talking, man. What's up? Is it pillow talking?
Hey, ain't no pillow talking, man. We talk about that next episode. I'm Johnny Will. I'm signing out.
Yo, this is Nationwide Nate, and the Raiders fucking stink. And I'm signing out.
It's Cartier King, man. I ain't gotta talk negatively about no team. All I know is that we gonna finish above the Broncos in our division. So, if anybody wanna put that bread on that, holla at me. My IG is KingMeetsDYT. My Twitter, the exact same thing. Find me on Facebook. Meet me somewhere, shit sucker. And I'm at your shit, bruh. I will wreck your shit. That's what that nigga Como said. But so yeah, bruh. Follow me on all those things. We appreciate y'all listening to the show. I think we will figure out a wager for Nationwide on this division championship before the next show. So hopefully we get that done. Nate, I need you to. Is that a hopeful?
Yeah, it's hopeful.
All right, cool. All right, man. So, again, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Bruh, everybody got a voice. We just decided to be heard. Amateur professionals, man. We out this bitch.
Hit it.